You've reached the Union of Metro Street podcast, where we discuss the San Diego music scene of the late 80s and all of the 90s, from the shows we worked to the shows we played. Here we go.
Hey, what's going on? This is John from G-Spot.
Hey, John, how you doing?
What's up, John?
What's up, man? Oh, man. So, G-Spot, like 2022. Can you go around with the band name G-Spot?
Yeah, with cancel culture, you mean?
Yeah, you know?
Yeah, that's...
that whole woke and cancel culture and PC bullshit doesn't make sense. It kind of flips on itself if you think about it.
You know what? Okay, so there's this band in Las Vegas called Be Like Max. It's a ska band. They're back more in the 2000s, but they got canceled. It was horrible. What? I mean, I love their music. They just got, I guess, something with the lead singer and...
Was he
beating
charged
someone up
for rape or something?
Oh, yeah.
No,
yeah.
I think it was. I think he was like, I have no idea. Something about beating up a chick or something like that, or being just.
You know, I heard
PC.
about a local band that it was a rumor or something along those lines, and because of that, the whole cancel culture decided to shun the band. We actually did a show where there was another rumor that was exploited to the point of where a band didn't play. So it seems like once a rumor gets started, it's taken as like, this is, whatever, preposterous. And it's taken as what's the word I'm looking for? They just completely cancel out whatever on a rumor.
Well, the thing
without
is,
giving it a chance of fact.
Music and politics shouldn't mix. That's the other thing. Keep it separate. Keep it separate. I don't want to go to a show and somebody preaches politics. I heard enough of it on the radio. With news, I don't need it.
Yeah,
I want to be entertained. Entertain me.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. So,
and especially when it's based on just a rumor. That's the most instead of fact.
We're gonna end you.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's the whole thing is we're just going to end you, and then that just blows. It's ridiculous. But that being said,
that being said, we had to change our name. So, so 3 years ago, I would say like 2 years ago, because we didn't play for a whole year in between because of the pandemic.
Oh yeah,
or do anything. But we changed our name to Beta 7.
How many? And I was going to ask you, how many original members are in from G Spot is in Beta 7?
Myself and John Jackson, our bass player. And I've known that cat since I was like 7th grade. It's crazy.
Wow.
So,
and you're now 60 something.
Basically, yeah, 51, man. Oh,
we all feel like we're 60.
I know, exactly.
So old, man. But actually, Matt, our guitarist, was there basically kind of from the beginning. But he was like our sound tech. He would help us out, do stuff, and then he became our guitarist, and now, yeah. So I would say he's 3/4 original. So,
yeah,
so us three are in.
I was going to say too, when you guys played with Bucko 9 at the soda bar, I recognized a few faces. So I was like, yeah, there's some of the OGs there.
Oh, you know who is OG? Damn it, I totally forgot. Emil Brown. He's a keyboard player. He was in the original, like way back in the Yellow Album days, like at the beginning. But he came back, and you should go check out our act because he's perfected. He's like the yo-yo master. So he does like yo-yo tricks on stage. I think it's cool. People might think it's corny.
Wait, I went to the party that you had at your place because he's got the full stage. He's got a stage better than places that I played, better than the side stage at Metro. And, you know, the dungeon, obviously, you could play in my bathroom be better than that place, but it's really impressive. And then I went to that party. Did he do...
That's when we got him back into the band.
Okay.
That was the first time he played with us in like 30 years, I think.
Damn.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, that was fun.
Well, I was going to ask too, when did G Spot actually start? What year did you guys form?
God, it had to have been like 92, I think.
92. So back in the Union days.
Yeah, we played one time in the dungeon.
Nice.
At the Union. And then after that, it was all Metro.
Yeah.
But that was interesting because I would go down to watch shows there all the time. And it was great to actually play down there. I mean, there wasn't a ton of people, but it was still like pretty awesome. We're like, oh my God, we played it so much.
Yeah.
You got the cred. That's the whole thing.
Yeah.
You played Union. Yeah, that's cred right there.
Yeah, so. Just at least we got one show in.
Do you remember who you played with? Because I don't.
Dude, I don't remember. I wish you had the flyer. If you had the flyer,
we keep
God, it'd be
trying
so awesome.
We want to get on with the reader and pull all those old ads,
right?
Get all those lineups so we can compile the history.
Because we advertised every show that we did.
You did
in the reader, yeah. And then somewhere it's either in my attic or somewhere. I have all my books because I took notes. Well, I would have, obviously each show, and I had to take notes on everything that I was booking. And then I would write down how many people came to see him, any special notes.
Well, that's the whole point of when you come up to the door and you say, yeah, I'm here to see G Spot. And we kept a tally.
Mm-hmm.
I need to get some of those notes on the ska bands that played there because I'm doing a documentary right now for the 90s ska bands. So just San Diego. But yeah,
right.
That would be actually
if
insane.
I can find them.
If you can find any kind of notes on that, it'd be great.
That's something we need to promote the documentary.
Oh God. So during the pandemic, I know I watched what is it? Pick it up on the 90s ska. I thought it was a great documentary, but it really didn't. I would thought they would do a little bit more on San Diego. So I was like, oh man, there's like a really great scene down in San Diego at the time. You guys know. I mean, it was great. It was fun. And there was a lot of bands. And I'm like, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to do a documentary on the 90s ska bands.
Yeah.
And I kind of went all the way back to NE1. Those cats were like back in the 80s. I think mid 80s or so. And I think I did, I talked to some guys from like Donkey Show and so I brought it kind of up to the 90s. And then I talked to basically, I think I've hit almost every band in San Diego.
So you did a lot of interviews then.
Yeah. So that was during the pandemic. So I was just I guess I was bored as hell. And I was like, I'm just going to go grab my camera and it's going to like talk to people. So I had to talk to people in parks, somewhere outside where it wasn't, it was safe. And I don't even know how many interviews I've done. I have like a big, thick pile of waiver forms.
Well, you get the Facebook page that people can pop on and look at.
Yeah, so if you're on Facebook, just look up San Diego Ska in the 90s. Just type that in. You'll see the page. But go check it out. There's a lot of great little like video clips. And I did post a little bit of their interviews on there. You can like listen to it. But I'm trying to wrap it up. It's hard because I'm trying to get Makeda Dread on the line. I mean, I've talked to her. She said she was down to the interview, but I just got to lock her down on a time. So Makeda Dread, if you're listening to this, please take my calls.
Well, we'll just have to tag her in it.
And then we got to give John credit too, because he started that Facebook page, which actually started our Facebook page and this podcast. So if it wasn't for John, I don't think we'd be doing what we're doing now.
Dude, your Facebook page is awesome. It's just
we got to give credit to Mikey Beats because he's the one that said, "Hey, let's do this," and voila. And the good thing with that is it has everything to do with Soma, so it doesn't matter what style of music you were.
Right.
Everybody can post their stuff on there.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, it was a huge scene back in the 90s. It was just insane for here. I don't see it now. It's hard.
I don't see
anything.
I don't see it anywhere.
No.
So there's really
that's true, huh?
Yeah, there's really no scene in LA. There's a little scene where I live in Ventura County with the Nardcore bands, and a lot of the old school bands. They still keep playing, like Dr. No, Ill Repute, Stalag 13. So that scene's always been pretty tight there, but it's pretty small. It's not like what it was here in San Diego, because Ventura is not a huge city.
Right.
So unlike San Diego, I mean, what, thousand bands?
It was
there?
in my
Probably.
my heyday when I had my books of all the bands. It was, I don't remember. It's actually
Maybe I'm jumping it, but there was a lot of bands.
There was hundreds, because
Yeah.
I quoted some number, and back then I would have remembered better when I did the interview for the Union Tribune. And I remember Lynn would brag about how many bands there were, and I would look at all the numbers and go, well, yeah,
Well, not only that,
a few hundred bands.
there was new bands that
Really?
were popping up every
Oh, yeah.
every couple weeks. So like, hey, we got a place to play. Let's get a band.
And I would
together.
do my best to get them in there, even though some of them were like, wow. But, it was all about, it's just a local scene, and, musicians will just start something and get something going. And it was incredible. But there was a place to play. There was a scene. There was, credibility, which is a lot.
There was a place for the kids to hang out.
Yeah. And it was safe. And there,
Well,
The obvious
it was
things,
safe
like-
when it became Metro.
You know what?
okay,
Okay,
yeah, that's true. Huh?
okay, right now, so I've been doing a lot of research on the scene in San Diego. So there's a place, you probably heard of it, called Queen Bees. Have you heard
Yeah.
of that?
Yeah.
I think a lot of, it's weird. There is kind of a small scene in San Diego.
Is
And
that
it-
is that North County?
no,
No, it's actually
North
close
Park,
to me.
right?
Yeah,
Or-
it's Hillcrest, North Parkish, sort of.
yeah, somewhere.
I think it's more Hillcrest.
Golden Hill.
I mean, it's literally just
yeah, it's
east of
in
here.
the city, but there's a scene because so I actually do. I started ska punk live, so it's another thing. I'm like got all these things going at once.
you need to snag the Soma logo and do the Soma logo.
Oh, really? Oh yeah,
That'd be funny.
but yeah, I've been there's a kid. It's my friend's kid. He runs an Instagram page called SD Shows with a Z. And then he contacted me. He's like, hey, John, give my kid some, drop him some knowledge of what he should do. So he's a photographer. So he goes to all these underground shows, these all age shows, snaps pictures, which is awesome. So he's documented the scene, and there are these kids. He basically had a show at the Music Box because his dad, I think he knew someone at a radio station. They gave him hey, you can run a show at the Music Box. And I'm like, okay, cool. I'll come and videotape these bands for you, just because you're my buddy and I want to help your kid out. And there's 4 bands. They're totally different styles. You got a girl band. They're all basically alternative, kind of punkish. They got a full core, kind of no effects type punk band, then alternative band, and a funk band. Okay, these 4 bands played, and these kids showed up. It was it's a lot of kids. So from there, I started checking out where these bands were playing, and dude, they're playing in front of audience of maybe 200 kids, which is that was in 94-ish in San Diego. Remember the cafe scene?
Yeah.
Where it was everyone was doing stuff at cafes and stuff. And Soul Kitchen. That's
The Shay.
It's kind of like that. I think it's kind of where the following is kind of that big. When
That would be
Soul
a decent
Kitchen
side stage show, would be a couple hundred people.
But I'm saying I think Queen Bees could be a start of something.
Right. Because I've heard about it.
But it looks like a decent venue. It looks nice. The venue looks nice.
Okay.
I'd say you can pack in about 200 people in there. But I mean, it's a start. And that's why I'm I'm really diving deep into figuring out what's going on. But yeah, so there's all these little show promoters out there, but they're throwing shows from 100 to 200 people.
I've actually talked to some, and Jerry and I worked pretty exclusively with some kids trying to get things going, and their last one was last year, a Halloween show. But I did one show with them, and then Jerry and I did a show, and it was an outdoor thing up in San Marcos. And the scene is really kind of diverse with a lot of different styles, and the kids, it's they're totally diverse, and they're more open-minded. To have something structured like what we were doing with Soma is the key, and then have it get that credibility. But, as you know, it takes time. But I also heard the underground, like they're doing gutter shows or
oh god,
what is it? The sewer show? What do they call them?
It's
God, I sound old.
Yeah, so they go into the sewer, the drain system. So what I heard, I've never done it, but I guess you have to crawl, like not crawl, but stoop and walk for like, I don't know, about 100 yards or something. And you get into this, I guess it's like some kind of little
a culvert of some sort.
Yeah, like a room.
The stuff that I skated in the.
That sounds like it'd be kind of hard to get the gear in there, and then when
they do,
then when it rains, everybody drowns.
Oh, I know, that's what I was thinking. I like going in there.
No, it sounds a little
my
dangerous.
back would probably be out by the time I got there. And like, oh, dude, I can't. You got to get out.
So obviously they're not using a PA, and then the sound would be kind of weird if you think about it.
I wonder.
Bouncing off concrete. Really
but they're motivated. They want to do it. I mean,
that's the thing. It's like, and then I saw I don't know if you in Canto. There's some house in Encanto, like on like maybe an acre or two, and I guess their neighbors don't care, and they throw these big crazy parties back there, and it's just a big dust bowl of people going around pitting. It's just dust everywhere.
Oh my god, that reminds me of
dirty show.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, there's a scene out there. It's just you have to look for it, and I think it could get organized. I mean, I think, but yeah, definitely. I mean, I think you guys, we can team up and run a show at Queen Bee's and get the right bands in there. Because I'm thinking more if you do like a mixture of like bands that we like or whatever, and then get bands that are in the scene there to get the kids in to watch everything.
Kind of using the same formula back in the day.
Yeah, and I think that would work out. But it's like you said, like back in the 90s, it was more structures like ska night, punk night,
or
metal
mixed. It'd be all mixed bands.
Some were kind of mixed, but not as mixed as what I saw at these shows like now.
Yeah, that's the thing I'm noticing too.
So
that's the show. The last show that I did with Jerm was a completely mixed show. I mean,
oh really?
He had R&B.
Oh yeah.
It was R&B, punk rock,
the rap,
Hawaiian music. I mean,
really?
It was
that's crazy.
It was so mixed. Yeah. It was insane.
But everyone just kind of. I mean, it was still kind of cliquey in a sense, but
they were open-minded to be there, which is great.
Well, that's
what I'm thinking.
What it was they were hungry because there hadn't been a show because of the pandemic.
And, this was last summer,
and they're like, let's do something. We need to get out. Let's everybody be outside. And
some were wearing masks still outside, and some weren't. And so, like you're saying, it's just they're hungry. So now that things are starting to find its new normal. It's a matter of how to funnel that in to do something really productive and to get a movement moving forward. So speaking of how are you promoting Beta 7 now, and what sort of gigs are you looking to do, and where's the band going?
So it's weird. We played a lot of weird shows. So it's funny. So like I said, we started off, we're playing a lot of bars and breweries. I think that's the new cafe.
Yeah, it's the new norm, and that's nationwide. I see a lot of bands playing breweries.
It's the brewery thing. It's cafes to breweries now. But it was weird. We played SeaWorld. It's crazy. I felt like a lounge act because we had to play like 3 times a night. It's like 8. Wait, it was like 8, 9, and 10.
Were they paying you guys pretty good?
Oh yeah.
Can't beat that.
I can't beat that. I felt like a lounge act. I hated it, but we did get paid pretty well.
Did they say we'll pay you $1 a head?
Oh, yeah, I wish. That would be crazy.
Yeah.
But it was during their Halloween thing, which was actually really freaking cool, man. The Halloween event they had all these actors and they're just walking. It was pretty badass actually. But it was funny because like every other show we'd have, like that one in particular, there's a girl, she was like maybe 15 in high school, and you know, of course they've never seen us before, and she came up and just was like going, wow, you guys are fucking amazing. I mean, where do you guys play at? And are you guys, you know, where could I get your stuff? I'm like, wow, it's interesting. And then, you know, then we'd get other kids would come up and something like, huh. So after the whole Omicron thing, we didn't play for a while because that all, you know, got nuts. And then I was just thinking like, man, I think we got to switch gears because, you know, at first we're like, well, we're old and only old people would like what we're doing. But then I'm like, huh.
Well, you got to look at all the other bands that we came up with in the 90s. Everybody's old now.
You're right. Exactly.
And all the kids still want us to go see those bands, you know? Hey, Bad Religion just played. Those guys aren't young.
Yeah. And I'm like going, I'm going to switch gears here and try and do all ages event. So there's this, have you heard of the OB Razzle House?
No.
It's okay, this is crazy. So I haven't been there personally, but I've heard of it. It's a wrestling thing. It's a little, I don't know how big it is. I think it's only probably this room, these 4 rooms, and there's like a wrestling ring in it.
So like a big living room.
Yeah. And you play, the bands play on the wrestling ring, and then people come in. It's right in the middle of OB, and it's an all ages venue. And I'm like, a lot of these bands started out there, these all ages bands, like that are now. And I'm like, dude, so we got to get in there. Yeah. We got to play there. We have to. We actually got lucky. One of the LA bands, they got a show there and they invited us to play. So we're trying to get more all ages things going. And then we're working on, with Spar Customs up at the Windmill in Carlsbad. So they have like a venue where it's like a full bar, all ages, and it's going to be at night. Really nice. It's really a nice place. So we're trying to, hopefully that could work out and we can run shows there every other month. And that's what I'm trying to more get into that. We're thinking about renting out Queen Bees and getting bands to play with us there. But right. I think our music I think we would do well with the all ages scene. I think
so.
So
have you guys
taking a shot?
Did you guys record a new album as Beta 7 or?
We recorded songs, but we haven't put out an album yet. I think that should be coming along maybe by the end of the year.
Speaking of, what's the approach with that? Because like nowadays, I mean, you download everything. I don't even know if CDs are a thing, but then I heard that cassettes are coming back.
Vinyl's coming back.
Vinyl's been back.
And it's super expensive.
Yeah.
$35, $40 a record.
Well, my wife last night just found a record online. She was looking up some stuff and found a record that was for $19. And I'm like, babe, you got to get that. You know, we still collect vinyl.
Well, you got a huge collection. I got a pretty big collection myself of vinyl. And I got a huge collection of cassettes.
I need to get a record player.
Yeah, you do. There's nothing like listening to vinyl, but
analog.
I mean, when you do an album, what's the format now? Do you even put out a CD, or do you just download an album? Because one project that I did, it was distributed through Interscope, and all it was available as a download. And it's the band that nobody has heard of, and I think realistically, because I did it with Sam from Short Lived, I know there's one song that we recorded here in my house. I recorded the bass line. We did the vocals in the closet. I mean, not the closet, but the hallway. So it has a nice echo. But we did the artwork, album art, but it's only available as a download. And it's called Deathiosaurus. And I still don't have a vinyl for any of the projects I've ever done. Yeah. But, what do you think you guys want to do?
I don't think John has a vinyl for everything he's done either.
No.
At that time, vinyl was out. Everybody was getting CDs.
The pressing is like, God do the setup and the pressing, you have to press, I don't know what the limit, I think it's 100 or
And not only that, the
or
material,
500. I think it's 500.
the materials are expensive now.
Yeah.
And there's only a
God.
couple places that do it, from
Yeah.
what I understand.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I mean, my thoughts of that is like, yeah, I mean, when back in the 90s, you had CDs to hawk. So you like say we were on Immune Records, so they produced the CDs, they gave it to us, and we made, I don't know, I think we made like, we had to give them, I don't know, $3 or $4 or $5 a CD.
And
I think it was less. And then
they were still doing cassettes too.
yeah, but I think we're at the area, it was all just CDs at the time. So we would make maybe $8 on a CD or something, or $10. But yeah, now that's a good thing because everyone's buying vinyl now.
Yep.
But it's like almost like for a band, I mean, we're all older. Yeah, we could pitch in and like get vinyl, but I don't know. It's still like a huge investment. You're looking at maybe probably 6,000 or 7,000 now just to do one press.
There's even companies that are remastering old vinyl and putting out, limited color vinyl.
Yeah, it's cool as hell.
Special editions, that kind of thing.
Yeah,
But yeah, it's super expensive.
it's super expensive, and it's like, but how do you make money? Like, nowadays, I think these artists are only making money on their merch.
Yeah, because even at a venue, you're not making much money.
And even back in the day, that's what they were making the money on.
Yeah, it was
Especially touring bands. That's what you
touring
lived
bands.
off as your merch.
But now it's totally. I mean, how many labels are there now that actually pick up bands? That's
Not very many.
What's the point of them doing that?
So many labels had disappeared. So they went out of business.
Like, Jerry, you would know how many small labels are there, opposed to like from the 90s to now.
It's probably maybe like 10%, maybe
10% of it now.
Yeah,
like
from what it was back in the day.
I mean, what does a small label do now? How do you make money as a small label?
I don't think that taking the risk factor was probably what kills them. So you keep it really.
The other thing, it would be all mail order. They're not setting up a shop or a store somewhere.
Right.
It'll be all okay. We have 100 vinyl, whatever, and here's our catalog, and send it in. And a lot of bands are setting up their own websites with their merch and selling vinyl or CDs or whatever that way. And again, like we're saying, vinyl's so expensive that a lot of bands are only maybe pressing 100 copies.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, for us, we're mainly, we're old and we're not going to go on tour. I mean, we might do like, weekend things, couple weekdays.
Because everybody has their job.
They have their job. And realistically, it's like, do you really need to like massively tour, where the internet's involved? And if you play key shows here and there, you do enough video to show how badass the show is and how badass you are. You post it up, you're going to get like thousands of people seeing that.
And with the way gas prices are now, I don't see a lot of people touring because they couldn't afford it. They would be losing money to play.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, the internet, it's a good thing and a bad thing. It's weird. So
in a sense,
learn to live.
The whole controversy of when
NAPSTER,
that's kind of coming to fruition, and now with the gas prices, and then once you get older, then you add in, you can't be on tour.
What's funny is, NAPSTER came out and just was giving the music away, and then Apple came in and took everything and said, "All right, now you have to pay for it." Which I agree. All artists need to be paid for their work. So, yeah.
But instead of selling an entire album, you only get paid for
songs,
probably one song.
And you can't, as an artist, you can't go gold or platinum by selling one song. You have to sell albums in order to be certified. So,
yeah,
it's kind of shifted, right? So now to do a band, the whole reason to do it is for the art form, is to perform, is for the love of doing the music, because you're not going to make a career out of it unless you get picked up and then you jump through all the hoops and
The only way you're going to make money is being arena status, or you're selling stadiums out. That's the only.
Yeah.
I think that's the only way you're really going to make money off of it.
So it's going back to the basics again, realistically.
Basically, you have to be the Foo Fighters or Lady Gaga in order to make money, and that's when you'd be constantly touring. Because little bands now aren't going to constantly tour. There's no money in it.
Yeah,
but I do see some bands from here that try to constantly live off touring, and it's like, I don't know. I just don't know.
It's hard.
Yep.
I mean,
so it kind of has come full circle in a way, right? So now we're back to it's just a passion project.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like everyone in the band right now, they understand. It's a ska band. You don't make money. There's no money involved there. It's mainly we're just happy that we make enough money just to pay for our
you
rental or rehearsal studio.
You put on the Untouchable show.
Oh yeah,
the Untouchable's been around since the 80s, and they're not going to be touring, making tons of money either.
Right, and yeah, that was a weird show. That was odd. So it was at Evolution Brewery, and then we were just going to do like a ska show. It was just going to be us, the Blisters, and the Rudies. And the owner is like, hey, what if I can get like the Untouchables? So I'm like, oh, that'd be great. He's like, okay, we got the Untouchables. And we just did this blitzkrieg of like advertising. And we're like, holy crap, we're just like going at it hard. And I couldn't believe it. We basically sold out the event. It was a 300 ticket cap because it was during COVID, so it was the kind of it was outside though.
Space everybody.
Right.
Out.
Yeah, we couldn't.
Yeah.
Well, that place could hold a good amount, but he's like, okay, we have to like cap it at like 300. I think a day before we sold out, and then on the day we let in another 40. So it was pretty awesome, but I thought it was mainly the nostalgia of like even like the 90s bands from San Diego playing together, and then Untouchables.
Yeah.
Because it was weird because like by the end of the night, Untouchables were playing. There's only probably about a third of the people left. At the venue. But it was really fun, man. There was like it was cool. There was like
so the support was for the local band.
Yeah, I think the local band. Awesome. It was really fun. I thought it was.
If you think about it, most of the kids that would come see you guys play back in the day, they didn't know who the Untouchables were.
Oh no,
right?
So
no,
that's probably what it was. And not everybody wants to go back and listen to the older stuff, which that's stuff we grew up with. Was the Untouchables, English Beat, the Specials, those bands. So. A lot of the kids that were watching G-Spot probably never got into them. And
definitely not. I mean, some of them did, but not most of them.
Well, obviously, when everybody left after you guys played.
Yeah, but the great thing is, I think there's a chance.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So you're saying there's a chance,
Oh, yeah, there's always a chance.
So, but yeah, I think if we can like get together as some kind of community of like promoters, and we can like figure out what bands fit what bills and where, and find out these venues.
Because I mean, we even did shows back in the day where we'd book a bunch of locals to support a headliner, and a lot of times the local bands did more than the headliner, and people left.
But that's a great thing. And then, God, what was our scene like in the 90s? There was like a good 500 kids, ska kids, at least.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It was a lot of those main stage shows were sold out, and that was 1,300 people.
Yeah. And I mean, you have the people that were kind of, they just appreciated the bands, they're friends, but then you have the hardcore that, dress up, dress the part. It's a lifestyle. But they knew that it was going to be, well, when you look at it realistically, you got a party and you're like, okay, I hope that, whatever band is going to play, and you hope that it's not going to get broke up. You hope that there's not going to be fights. You add in all those, but then you have a place where what we provided at Soma was, it's, what time the band's going to go on. They're going to go on fine. The sound's going to be good. You put all those factors in, then you don't have to worry about anything. You're just like worried about
playing.
Yeah. And then that and the band, it just adds that whole element. And that's, I don't think these kids nowadays would even want to have to worry about all that crap. They just, they want to know that it's going to happen. It's going to be safe, and they're going to have a good time. So it doesn't really matter, what sort of, whether or not it's an all ska show, so you can get a little bit more diverse. But as long as you get the right scenes and you don't mix up,
Wasn't that a show at the Soda Bar in September? Wasn't that was sold out, right?
Yeah, that was, you know what? On the older scene, we got like a lot of street cred off of that one. It was weird because after that show, we were playing all these other like brewery shows, and we would have 3 to 4 people each show come over. Yeah, I came here because I saw you guys at the Soda Bar. It was awesome. It was cool. So that gave us a lot of street cred. But yeah, that was a really fun show.
Yeah.
If our drummer had the right kick pedal, that would have been even better. But
the thing that sucked with that though was we all had to wear masks and stuff inside the venue.
Yeah,
it's kind of lame.
Yeah, but yeah, that was when 2021, right?
Yeah, last year.
September. Man, it just seems like time is going really slow sometimes.
Yeah. But it just proves that, people are hungry for the music.
Because then after that, we flew out to Virginia to do the Supernova Festival. And
how was that? Was that really?
It was good. It was good. It was cool because we didn't have to wear masks. They checked Vax cards or rapid tests, but they weren't spacing people out and they weren't making people wear masks. It was a good vibe. It was kind of a outdoor kind of gathering, like of families, like kind of a picnic type deal. It wasn't like your standard outdoor concert, so it was different from everything, but it was a good vibe and we had a good time. So
and nowadays with those festivals you can add in food, because the thing that Jerry and I have talked about is with the food trucks, and then you got the breweries, because we went to a show at a brewery, I don't remember the name of the place, but they had they actually had a guy out there barbecuing, then they had all the different beers that they made and other.
And see, that's what they did at the Supernova Festival. It was a brewery for beer and like craft beer, and they had a bunch of food trucks.
Yeah. Wasn't there some kind of like bill or something for San Diego about promoters, and it's like easier to get like permits with beer and all that stuff for smaller promoters? I think I saw that.
I don't know.
So I got to check that out.
That just light bulb for me, because back in the day, we were trying to get a liquor license a beer and wine license at least for Soma downtown. Mm-hmm. And then by the time Metro, I don't know, Len might have still pursued it, but now that seems to be the way, because they do down at the park right down by me, down here in the Bay, and they have those big things. But I like that, even the kids, because if the kids don't like a band, there's food, there's other opportunities for other things for them to do. And we've talked about this, about doing more of a festival thing, like an 80s backyard party sort of thing. So people with solo cups. And if you change the dynamic and then you have fun bands that are fun to play, that again aren't, spewing their politics and other crap, then it just becomes an event. And that's an open invitation for everyone just to come out and have a good time and listen to live music. Approach it differently with good music, with a positive attitude, and it's got to work.
Yeah. That's
if it's promoted.
Yeah, if it's promoted right, but yeah, you're right. And that's the thing is like you want to, like the events that we're trying to work on, it's like, yeah, we're trying to like incorporate like the one, so we're doing an event at the Windmill up in Carlsbad, like May 7th. I think it's May 7th. But it's cool because that thing is like it's a food mall, but then there's like a full bar area that they lock down. There's enough room for probably 400 people. But they're allowing us to do it at night, all ages, with the full bar. But the cool thing is, like, they're going to do like a whole scooter rally car show thing, and it like fits in cool. right in front of where we're playing.
Oh, that gives me chills.
Really
cool.
That's cool. But yeah, just stuff like that. Like I was talking to you a long time ago. It's like you intermix the genres of what's going on. You get the car culture in there, the scooter culture. You got the band music culture. If you can get
artists
as many cultures together,
yeah. A fun house,
brings, it brings, they can all intermix and then they can all enjoy each other's arts.
Well, you know what I miss is the San Diego street scene. That was a pretty badass.
That was
when
awesome.
they did that downtown.
Oh, God.
Closed off a couple streets, and they had some of the bars open and some restaurants and multiple stages. Yeah, I worked for several bands. I think I did 3 San Diego street scenes. I worked for Counting Crows, Social Distortion, Bad Religion, Cake, and The Offspring and POD. I did 3 years.
Those are really fun.
Yeah.
That street scene was just insane.
My old business partner used to work with those and was doing the backdrops and advertising or something with that. But speaking of, so let's just jump to, since we're talking about the music, what should we play from Beta 7 right now? We'll drop a little bit of some music here.
I'll play Madalena.
Okay. So we can hear something of what, people could expect to hear nowadays.
Yeah, that's a weird thing you say that, because we're not really the traditional third wave ska band. If you really listen to our music, there's not many upbeats in there. It doesn't have, those upbeat chords as much. It's more like, God, I can't even explain it, man. It's like we have the horns and we have, it has that punk feel to it,
right,
with the horns. But yeah, we don't really sound like any other ska band out there. But I and it's hard for me to even say that we're a ska band anymore in some cases. It's weird. We just don't fit in.
You don't feel like it defines, or do you feel?
I don't think.
Are you pushing the boundaries of it?
Yeah, we really. I think we are.
Well, see,
I mean, listen to this song.
What song was it?
Madalena, the Beta 7.
I can't find that.
Oh, it should be on Spotify, I think. Or
let me see.
So at this point,
I can go on YouTube and look it up. It's on there.
I got it.
All right, so let's see how many boundaries you're pushing.
I don't know. There's no upbeats in the song. There's horns though.
It's big horn sound
And heavy.
Yeah, it's heavy.
Yeah.
See, usually this is where the upbeats like,
Yeah.
we don't have it. So this is about a girl I went to junior high with. She tried to stab the vice principal.
Oh, dude.
But she was a friend.
Sorry, spit on me. Sorry. Sorry, spit on me. Sorry. She takes a beating every
But I can see there's no upbeats at all.
Yeah.
What would you... So what would you call it?
Heavy. I like that.
Are you perplexed?
No, I'm digging. I'm like,
Excuse me, step on
yeah,
me.
it doesn't.
Excuse me, step on me. Excuse me. She's dreaming of a perfect day in another life or just one chance to fit in with the beautiful one. She's mine as hell, Madalena, always playing the fool. Madalena,
I dig that guitar part there, that breakdown.
Listen to the breakdown. It's funny.
She's
That's cool.
So what is that, Jerry? Tell me, what the hell is that?
That's pretty heavy ska.
That's
if you
a
ask me. That
freaking
was
great
punchy.
song.
But is that ska though?
It's
Sure.
it's ska. It's ska.
Why is it ska?
You got the horns.
Just the horns though, right?
The beat.
It's got the
it's
feel.
the beat and the horns and
So you would
it's
consider
ska.
that ska
it's ska
music.
punk.
Ska.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
ska
So
punk.
I mean, that's what
It's
we're
just
writing
a
the line.
label, anyways.
Yeah, I know. It's the whole
and
label.
people
thing.
like labels so that they understand how to approach something. For a minute there, I'm thinking, oh, this kind of reminds me of Mr. Bungle, and then my mind started wandering. and I'm just listening to it.
we could change it up and say it's jazz punk.
There you go. Oh,
It's
and
a great song, though. That's what it is.
and it's like
that's
music.
fine.
That's what that came out of us, and that's why it's cool. I mean, we don't really, I guess, take from the other bands. We just kind of like whatever spits out.
Yeah.
And
Well,
then,
that's why I like the '90s scene because it changed up. It wasn't your traditional like it was back in the '80s. And pretty
Yeah.
much all the bands kind of sounded the same. So when the '90s came around, it was the horns, but it was more punk rock, and then you had some comedic style, like
Right.
Big Fish, So it did change in the '90s.
oh yeah, it definitely changed.
yeah.
And, here's a funny thing. So we had is it 20? Yeah, I guess 2021. We had a song nominated for Best Alternative Song for the San Diego Music Awards called Charlie. It was weird because it's same thing. There's no upbeats.
Yeah.
There's horns, but there's no upbeats. And then it's
labeled as alternative.
It's labeled as alternative. So I don't get it. So I don't know. I mean, I guess it's funny because our guitarist Matt was like, "Yeah, we're kind of like the Oingo Boingo of the now."
Well,
in a way, it's not really.
If you think Oingo Boingo, they were considered ska punk too back in the '80s. So, but they were they were
weren't
much
really.
more.
No.
They were much more different than the other, a lot of the other bands out at that time. So
they were that weird thing out here. I mean, they had one kind of almost ska song, but then the rest were just kind of not really. They have horns.
So they would label it alternative as a
Yeah.
way to classify it and try to
to me,
to monetize it.
the first three albums were more punk with the horns.
right.
So I always kind of consider them in that ska kind of.
Yeah, but that's. I mean, I don't know.
But they didn't have the beat, to be like a true ska band. So
Yeah.
What would you then consider a more traditional ska song out of your whole category? Something that we could pull up and play? Or do you have a?
Oh, I guess Rockin' Man 3,000 Miles Away,
Which
like
would-
in the 90s, that the album we put out there.
that was
the last
97.
97. Like those two songs, like Shoot to Kill,
Yeah.
kind of traditional ska, but not really. It's weird. I guess it's just the way we use upbeats and we don't use it too much.
Mm-hmm.
And it's funny because I think we get like kind of categorized as like even still now. There's all these the ska people.
Well, 'cause
is that really ska or no?
Well,
they don't
that's-
have horn.
that was
Right.
beats.
That was the thing that Pebsworth said when he did the podcast was, we were never really considered ska,
Yeah, it just I don't know. I really don't care, but I just want to play and I just want to play but some people get like all hung up on the whole, are they ska or are they not ska?
Yeah.
But it's funny because the whole internet crowd, when you go on Instagram, it's like,
Well, the other thing is,
hilarious.
we're No Doubt. People are saying,
there you go. No
people
doubt.
are saying,
Perfect
that
example.
that isn't ska, but to me it was kind of ska,
Yeah.
and they played with ska bands, and they had the whole checkered vibe, and the horns, and it was ska back in the day.
But if you want to like break it down like that, you look at some of the projects that I've done, and some of the something like Meat versus Cockroach. Meat, it's just low guttural double bass distortion, just who knows. But then it would be considered punk, and it's just because of me.
Well, it's considered like gutter punk.
And then you get and I consider that more like heavy, drony, muddy, just more metal. But then you got Cockroach, which was just experimental chaos art, punk rock for, to put another label. So labels sometimes are just, it's just there or classifications so that you can figure out whether or not you're going to automatically like it and if you're going to give it a chance. But they don't really mix. And if everything just sounded all the same, it would, we'd all be, if you want to listen to nothing but ska.
Because, even bring up the AquaBats. What were they?
Oh, they're definitely not super ska as well.
No.
Right.
They had a few, but a lot of their stuff wasn't, which...
So what would you consider them? Kids music?
Yeah. I appreciated them way more when I had kids. When I had my kids, I kind of like that. I liked them back in the 90s, but not that much. But then, like, getting older and you have kids, like, shit, I understand it now. It's great. I love it.
But the thing was, but when they were playing in the 90s, they weren't playing for kids. They were playing for teenagers.
Right.
But, they were totally, like, I would call cartoon rock, basically.
Right. But you know what? I got to say, they are great at marketing their music.
Oh, yeah.
They're just fantastic, those guys. Because, look at the uniforms and just the whole... bringing their crowd together as, Aqua Cadets or whatever. It's like genius.
It was performance art.
Yeah, performance.
Yeah.
It's like genius. They're like the DEVO of ska.
Well, even
that's
even
perfect.
bringing up Oingo Boingo, because Oingo Boingo actually started out as the Mystic Knights of the Oingo Boingo, and it was performance art too back in the late 70s. So
in a sense, DEVO was as well, because I never considered them a punk band ever.
Oh, DEVO?
When I was growing up, listening to them, I'm like, yeah, they're alternative. And alternative didn't have the connotations. It was just, they're different. And I still, to this day, love them. I got them on vinyl.
Oh,
I think
love
I got
DEVO, man.
And that for skateboarding, that was part of it. But, again, when you find yourself like stuck in those classifications, and you limit yourself.
Oh, exactly.
So the bands that are pushing the boundaries and then expanding it a little bit more, and that's what helped with doing some of these shows. Because if everyone sounded like the English beat, then you might as well just go and change clothes and have the band come back out.
But even
play another set of songs.
Even the beat though had its own sound. So they're not,
and Madness and I've got a vinyl with Selector on an English beat, and it's one of those compilations. Dance Craze,
Dance Craze, yeah.
And that album to this day I'm getting chills thinking
that's
about it.
That's a great album. And
to me that, everything's pretty diverse on that, but to me that was that form of ska.
Because even what was going on in the 90s too, we had Big Bad Voodoo Daddy, the Cherry,
then the
Cherry Poppin'.
Right. Cherry Poppin' Daddies had some ska songs in there.
Squirrel Nut Zipper.
Yeah.
Squirrel Nut Zipper, they were great.
They're basically swing bands.
What year was that? It was a swing band. What year?
That was like 97, 96, 97.
Because it was at the tail end of the ska thing.
That's when we got, it was Cherry Poppin' Daddies when we got busted at Soma, when Vice came in and busted us for not having a dance permit.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, I think I remember.
Try to shut the show down.
Oh, wow.
Kids are dancing. That's illegal. I'm like, what is this?
Footloose, man.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Great.
Okay, I
So
had a
Patrick
great
Swayze
idea.
got out quick, and he was in Footloose?
No, Kevin Bacon.
Yeah.
You're thinking Dirty Dancing.
Oh, hey now.
So I had a great idea. It has nothing to do with this genre thing, but since you guys have the Soma Metro thing, I think you guys should do a poll and see what bands are out there that would come back and play.
We were thinking about that.
You should do that.
Yeah.
Last year, actually, I think.
Yeah.
I think we talked about it. Last time you were out here. So
definitely do a poll and see who's out there. Maybe, we can work something out and get a show going.
It'd be cool to do like maybe 6 or 7 bands reunion type thing, like an all-day festival.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Well, speaking of, because Colin and Monica from Dodgeball and the infamous Cockroach, we have talked, and we talked to Jay from Spazboy. We did, I'm going to use this word because it's funny, it just popped in my head again, bandied about doing a Cockroach reunion.
Oh.
So I mean, we could warm up a crowd, and I think it would be
We should do like a mix
Amazing.
mix show, like mixed styles.
yeah. You know,
Do a
when we
little bit
did the
of
Summer
everybody.
Slams
Yeah,
or like
that's
a
what-
New
Oh,
Year's
yeah.
Eve
That's what I was
type
thinking of,
thing,
doing a
and,
Summer Slam.
you
Maybe
know,
Call it the Twilight Slam.
maybe we should do something. Maybe we should do something this
the
summer.
Geritol Slam.
I can't get up, slam.
I've fallen. I can't get up. Slam.
No, that's a really great idea.
We should,
You know?
we should do something like that. We should.
I
reach
mean,
out.
do it at a brewery or something.
And just an all day
Yeah.
thing, and have some food trucks and
You know the weird thing about food trucks is you have to guarantee their sales if they're going to come out.
no, really.
Oh.
You have to pay them basically. If they don't make enough, they won't come out. So it's like if you have we have a show we're doing,
That's like
but we don't know how
that's
many
like
people are going to come.
Mr.
Right.
Softy, you have to put a down payment for
yeah.
Mr. Softy to come out.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what's happening because, okay, it was totally different, but I run airsoft and paintball tournaments. They won't even come out to our events unless we pay them to come out.
What do they ask for? How much?
I don't know. The venue owners would try and get them out, but damn, John, they want so and so $500 up front,
that's
and then
crazy.
just for them to come out, and that's it. I'm like, oh my god. And so I was like, screw that crap. I'm just gonna go talk to the lady who sells tamales
Yeah, I
in
was gonna
Walmart.
say, you can-
Come on over.
You can hire a taco guy for
Moscato.
less than that.
Yeah, it's dude. Yeah, they
Do you get to sample their food to make sure it's worth paying them that kind of money?
Yeah.
All right, well, you think you come and feed us.
Yeah.
Because realistic, we could, figure out ways to have things cater, but then, the funny thing that I like about it is they used to be called roach coaches,
Yeah.
and now they're, food trucks, and they're
dining on
fancy. Yeah, oh my god,
We
it's
have
still a
we
freaking
have
roach coach.
We have a Michelin star.
Okay, now this is how we solve it. We have a punk rock potluck.
There you go.
Oh,
We'll just get a couple grills and have people out there barbecuing.
Yeah.
and
Cook your own
voila.
meat. Boom.
yeah. Well, we
And
did
then meat
that.
can play.
Wait a minute, didn't you guys play? Because we did that once at Soma, and I think I had to man the grill, and it was doing hot. I remember once that I drank at a show.
Oh.
The worst thing that
Bet
I could ever.
Bet you
fucking
drank
do.
at every show. What are you talking about?
I drank after the show, and I drank a lot after the show. But no, there was one where I drank at the show. I would never, I would go probably still drunk from the night before, like after sports arena stuff, New Year's. But we did do a barbecue, and I think I was doing hot dogs and hamburgers.
I don't remember that.
I probably didn't go over very
sounded-
well.
that
Were you
sounded like-
cooking it? Were you drunk when you were cooking it?
I'm sure I was.
That sounded like too much work.
It was a lot of work.
Yeah.
Drinking and working? My Lord. That's
And
why.
grilling?
Yeah. But, Vance does that.
Feel well.
And Steve Van Doren would go, but still does it. From the Vans Corporation, they throw the skate events, and he does hot dogs and hamburgers. If we can find some people that don't mind, manning some grills, and it's ideas we think about. And I bet you through the group, through both pages, we can get.
We could totally hire a taco
Hey.
guy for not very.
We can get.
High
I have a
price.
PA system and generators. We should just go find a
we got-
skate park.
We got a sound guy with everything.
You guys sound good.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Let's get a skate park, and we'll just have a punk rock potluck 90s. From
reunion.
reunion thing.
Yep.
Have a stage, have people skating.
We should do the Union and Metro reunion.
Oh,
Yeah, that'd be fun. I think you guys should do it. That'd be awesome.
And we just use those. We don't have to use Soma. We just use Union and Metro reunion. And
so now it's
who's
coins.
gonna sue
Now,
us for
in
that?
like a month and a half, when this
'Cause
episode comes out, we have to do it.
We've taken that. We've taken that name. That's basically our thing now.
Yeah.
So nobody can get us.
I think that'd be fucking awesome because then
do
we
it.
can just
would be
just
great.
put grills out there and have people cook their own fucking meat and bands playing, throw a keg out. Well, I don't know if you can bring beer. I don't know. We
it
got
just
I don't
depends
know
on-
the skate parks.
It
or
depends on
any park.
the location. So,
Yeah.
but we should
Yeah.
do something for the summer.
Yeah, summer's
know,
coming.
And get things permitted and do it right. So you don't have to worry about it. But that's the thing.
think we should-
Okay, the thing that I trip out the most about our community is back then when there's people, I haven't really changed much. I'm still mowing lawns. I'm still skateboarding and, making really loud, obnoxious music. But a lot of people have, gotten careers. People are in government. People are doctors, dentists, lawyers, whatever. So, the amount of opportunities that are out there and the people that we can utilize their skills to make things happen is much greater than when we were just a bunch of punk rock kids and metal, ska, or whatever kids running around. I mean, we all,
The other thing I was going to bring up
bring in the
was,
community and utilize it.
was with our scene was actually we had radio behind us, if you think about it.
So that's another big thing. It's like, dude, we don't. Yeah, radio was fucking. Sorry, I'm saying
No, you can
too much,
cuss.
but
You can fucking cut.
it was it was a big thing for San Diego in the 90s. The radio was huge,
Yeah.
and
Props to 91X.
yeah.
Yeah.
But you
did
know
a
what
lot
kills
of-
me though is like they totally like hands off now. When you look
It has
at
gotten kind of weird.
any kind of like, you have
What does it?
loudspeaker, but
Tim Piles is doing the loudspeaker, and he has local guys going there, and
yeah,
the stuff.
it just doesn't feel like
it's not the
they're
same.
really helping. Because I mean, they would have like they promote shows like during the day, during like like drive time hours. Like, oh yeah, there's a great show at Soma, and these guys are playing, and local acts, and they would like talk to they have their own little festivals, and they'd put local bands that were doing good.
Yep.
Up and coming local bands playing their shows.
Yeah.
We did that several times.
Yeah, but it doesn't seem
Radio
like
shows.
they do that now.
No.
It's like I mean, it would help them.
Well, it's like
I think immensely.
right.
it's just like street scene. That's gone.
Yeah, streets and
I think it's just because everyone's switching to downloading everything and having their iPod or iPhone or whatever, but terrestrial radio, and then plus it changes so much. Whenever I rarely I'm always listening to talking podcasts, and it's usually about paranormal stuff or, skateboarding. But when I listen to terrestrial radio, I don't recognize a lot of it, and that's just because I haven't kept up. So it just doesn't seem to have the same impact, but podcasts have kind of filled that space. So maybe it would be better for them to make more of a switch, but then isn't Clear Channel the main producer of
well, isn't 91X? Aren't they like their own locally, or are they still
they
part
were?
of a big?
I'm not sure if they're.
I think they're. Shoot, it's hard to tell, man. I haven't really listened to 91X in years since I don't live in Diego anymore. So, shoot, I don't. Yeah, it wasn't Clear Channel. I think Clear Channel owned a bunch.
Yeah. Because here's the thing. My thought is like, look, if they start promoting like local bands and local shows, doing local stuff, more people start listening to them because all these local artists and local fans will start listening to terrestrial radio because like, oh yeah, my friend's band, they play them on the radio here. You should go check them out. It could help them bring more listeners to their station if they really focus locally, not what they put out. It's like mainly just like, national music
Alternative.
garb.
Yeah.
It's the same thing if you go San Diego, LA, San
K-Rock.
Francisco.
But they have
the
their-
same sound, same music.
Yeah.
But if they like they go, hey man, we're gonna really embrace. They don't have to do it totally, but I mean, do some of it. Like start
Scatter
promoting
some
these
of it in.
people, and then because then that'll make the local population
rebuild the
want
scene.
to
They can help
listen to
rebuild the
91X,
Yeah.
and maybe they can start doing small shows at like breweries just for the radio and then promote them even more. But yeah, I think, it's not dead. I don't think terrestrial radio is like totally dead, but
No.
it's just, I think they have to really go more local
Yeah.
rather than
Redirect.
But,
redirect locally.
But podcasts have kind of killed the radio.
Yeah.
That'll be the new song. The podcast killed the radio star.
It's even. I think podcasting's even killed like satellite.
Oh, serious? Satellites
Yeah.
going down?
Yeah, I believe so. I don't.
wow.
I canceled my subscription. 2-3 years ago. I'm like, why am I paying when I can listen to these shows for free as podcasts?
True.
So
But that's the thing. I don't know. I mean, I just that was a big thing in the 90s was the radio.
Well,
Because
should we reach out to Tim Piles? Is Tim Piles still?
Tim needs to come in and do a podcast. We talk about this.
I'll send him an invite. I don't know if he'll ignore me or he'll probably be like, "Who the fuck is this guy?"
Tell him what we were just talking about and see what he says.
Yeah.
That'd be. I mean, at least
he might go, "Hey, that's a great idea," or he might go, "Oh no, I don't think that would work because it's all dead."
It's against my contract obligation.
It could very well be too, but we don't know unless we ask. That's the whole thing. Is even in the beginning of doing all this, if put it in context, at the very beginning, if people didn't come up to me with the demo tape because they had heard that they have a possibility of playing Soma.
So were any of you guys listening to 91X when the pandemic hit? I mean, what were they weren't promoting anything, right?
I don't know. I think my wife might have listened to a little bit of it. But
did even Loudspeaker, was that around when the pandemic hit?
I think they're off for a while, but I think they...
You can hear, if you hear snoring, it's not one of us. It's Mr. Pugsley Adams over here. My pug is snoring. He's out.
He's comfortable.
He's comfortable. But yeah, I think they were like they're just doing, they put a cassette in or something or whatever. They're just doing the rotation. And then they started going back in. And I don't know when they started going back because we did do an interview. I mean, I forgot what show it was.
For Beta 7.
We promoted. We went in there and it was during the pandemic. I don't know. I think it was maybe it was pre. Oh no, it was right before. I think
2019.
Yeah, I think it was right before.
At 91X or
yeah, it was 2019. Okay. Yeah, it wasn't the pandemic, but because they did shut down. I think
that's what I was wondering because I mean I haven't listened to 91X in years.
Well, whatchamacallit, 94.9 and I think a country station. I can't remember what they had off of Friars Road. They had an office there because I took in, I think, shirts and some other stuff. Well, this was a while back, so this is probably 8 years ago. But they had an office, and I haven't listened to 94.9 in a while. But you can go in there, and I gave them stuff to do because they would go and do those. Whatever field, what do they call them? They go out and they have little events, or they set up a pup tent and bring a van.
It was just promotional events,
So, and then they would hand out our stuff. I don't even know if they do any of that anymore.
Because the stations around me would do that, but those are mainly Spanish stations.
Spanish stations, yeah.
Yeah, promoting.
But, yeah, I think radio, like in the 90s, was a big part.
Yeah. Well, do you think about it? It was radio, flyers, and then the reader ad, and then the phone line for Soma. That's how all our shows were promoted. So
yeah, shit. Because I mean, we had a couple songs on the radio locally, and dude, it was awesome. It was like, and then all these other bands was like, there's a possibility. It's like first it was like, there's a possibility I can play at Soma, and then there's a possibility I can get on the radio. And it was true. It was true. It was all true. And there was always a goal.
Yep.
Right.
And the goals anymore. The main goal was we got to get on the main stage.
Right. Yeah. That was like the golden ticket right there.
And that's I think that's what separated Soma from the other venues. We had the main stage. We had the space, whereas the other places were just tiny little dive bars or whatever, or the little cafes.
Yeah.
You're gonna. People are going to see you, but you're not going to get seen or promoted to play in front of a bigger crowd.
Right.
Like you would when you played Soma.
So because of everything just kind of dying off, people started to lose their motivation. But now, like we were saying, there's this whole new...
Because we brought that same concept back when we opened SD. We had the side stage and we had the main stage. And how many other venues out there have that?
I don't know.
I don't think any really.
Think any of them really.
When I toured, I don't remember going to venues that had multiple stages. I mean, there was places that had multiple sections, like different rooms, where they could do a smaller show, like levels. It would be like a 3-story building, where Actually, sometimes they did 3 shows in one night where they had one band playing one floor and another band playing another floor.
Jeez.
It was like that in, I can't remember the name of the place, but in San Francisco, they had, it was Maritime Hall. They had 3 levels.
3 levels?
Yeah. And they would do like 2 to 3 shows a night. And then Knitting Factory, I believe in LA, had multiple rooms and they would do 3 or 4 shows a day.
So if you guys had a show, what would be your dream downtown metro show? If you're going to bring back bands from the 90s.
Wow.
Local bands?
Yeah, local bands.
Wow. I mean, right off the bat, I would just. How many bands? Or just an entire
Okay,
weekend?
you have 3 bands you can bring back from the 90s that really left an impression on you.
Oh, that is. Jerry, I need a minute to think because
We dealt with too many bands. It's kind of hard.
I know, huh?
I know, because right away I'm thinking my favorite band of all time was Daisy Chainsaw.
They were local?
No.
He's talking about local.
Hey, let's play the game here, brother.
I know. Local wise, wow. It just the 9th, because that's one of the bands that started, and of course, if they're playing, it would have to have short-lived play, and
Well, I think a lot of people would say Lucy's Fur Coat.
yeah.
But were they mainly a bar band, or were they started
played,
out Soma?
They played Soma.
Soma?
Yeah, a couple of times, but as far, God, the shows that I would have the most fun would be
For me, I'd have to say Psychic Zoo.
that's
Gold
was
Spoon.
up there. Yeah, them. You know,
Yeah, those are.
the
'cause
energy.
I was more into the heavier stuff back then.
Right. But are they? Could you get them? Are they still around? Or
We
people
had
still...
Mike from Psychic Zoo.
Yeah.
Wanting to actually maybe do something.
Yeah.
So
Because
God, you
realistically, what
man.
I'm thinking, you guys, and like just on that line, you guys with Unsteady and Buck 09,
but you're
and have
you're doing ska.
like Turkey Mallet open up the show.
Oh, that's so
That
yeah.
because just when I first started booking shows and I would go out looking for bands, the ska scene took me in so well and just accepted me, and then you know.
But I mean, like what the show you put together, that was a pretty good lineup with the Blisters and the Rudies.
They're such better musicians now.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
crazy.
sure. Sure.
Yeah, I'm glad that those guys came back. We're trying to get there's a band called Broken Pretzel. Remember those
I remember
guys?
those guys.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, so I've talked to Randy. So I was down at the Casbah filming John Roy's new band. And then he showed up and we were just talking. I'm like, dude, you got to get your. So I'm trying to get him. I'm trying to get like a lot of these local, like in our documentary thing, because I would like to have video of these guys actually playing in the now.
Yeah.
So for like B-roll and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So that guy they might get back together again. And but yeah, definitely. God, I think it'd be really, if we can get some kind of park area that would allow us like beer and like food. Oh my God, it'd be fun as hell.
Well, they're doing the ones down here by me at the whatever. I don't even know what that park is called.
Like it's right in front of the courthouse. Right?
Yeah.
But how much is that though? God.
I don't know.
So basically, you guys got to start scouting a location, and then we got to start reaching out to the bands and put something together where we do a 6-7 band thing during the day in the summer.
There is a place in Chula Vista, but it's like off the 5, kind of by the bay side. But it's like a kind of reception hall, but they have this huge lawn there. You can rent that place, and it has like a little riser, like a stage riser, sort of.
Mm-hmm.
And that'd be fun. That would be killer. And it's totally secluded. It's
Is there
like,
so you can control the crowd?
Oh,
You
yeah.
can't just walk in and
no, it's like off ramp, but it's its own little area. It's crazy. But I wonder how much that would cost. And it's private, so yeah, we could do beer and food and music.
Right.
And you just have to rent the place out.
yeah, let's check it out. Let's do it.
Yeah.
I forgot what it was called. So I'll get back to you, but yeah, it's
So trying to
pretty neat.
find out the price to rent the place out, and then we need to
Maybe
scout
we
some
should
bands.
do between the two groups. We'll do like a GoFundMe kind of thing
Oh yeah.
for that to get like all the, and then if we get enough money, dude, all the food and beers
included into the ticket
included
price.
into the
And see if we can get sponsored.
We get Yeah, I can ask 3 punks, man. Those are our homies.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe we could do like a $30 ticket, which would include food and drink, and then and for the show.
Oh yeah, I think that'd be great.
I mean, the show we just went to for Agent 51 and Noel and Pivot, that was a $20 ticket.
Yeah.
$30, keg beer, solo cups.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Barbecue.
That's what it was. The 80s keg party
dude,
concept.
I wanted to. Yeah, like when I was a kid going to like backyard parties and shit.
Yeah.
Those are always fun.
Now, the other thing we have to look at is parking. So that's the other
Ton of parking there.
Okay.
I mean, they have enough parking for maybe 200 cars, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then just, highly suggest for people to carpool.
Yeah.
And then figure out what we'd pay the bands. Yeah.
Well, I mean, that'd be like with the GoFundMe. We'd use that money to pay for the bands and the sound.
And then all we need is someone at the door going, "What band did you come here to see?" Okay, that's one. And you, sir? No, you hate that band. Okay, so you're for, another band.
Well,
I don't know why I use that voice for it, but
go on this, and there'll be a big screen. What band you came here? And fuck what band? Okay.
It'll be like the bowling alley screen.
Yeah, exactly.
This band's winning.
They're like, look at, they hate that band so much, but they're still here to see them. What is wrong with people?
Yeah, that would be that'd be
my
interesting.
Lord.
But yeah, I'll find out the place, but it's a really cool venue.
Yeah. Well, another thing for that too, if we can really make things going, then we can pull resources and we have to do something for it, either stickers or shirts or
Oh yeah, commemorative shirt.
something.
That'd be sick.
Yeah, and just do it, at cost, or anything extra we can just put to the bands. Because, it's nice to pay the freaking bands. That's one thing that, it was difficult in the beginning by doing the $1 per person, but it also, the structure of it helped to keep it going because, we did so many shows. And to be able to pay for the building and the electricity and everything
that
to do
was the
it.
other thing back then. I mean, the shows were cheap, but people complain.
Oh yeah, it's like
$5. $5. You're seeing six bands.
Oh yeah.
I mean, come on.
When we start going up to $6,
We got to pay staff. We got to pay the building. Electricity, water. Cleanup, all that stuff.
man, and
Rent.
my car payment. I mean, I drove around in a Porsche. That thing was. Oh wait a minute, that wasn't.
You had a
me.
Porsche?
Yeah, you never saw this Porsche. It was parked
Oh
out
my
front.
god, bastard! You had a Porsche?
I didn't have a freaking Porsche. I had a station wagon, and
It
then
said meat on it, right? The license plate, meat.
I wish. No, there was a lot of times back in the day where I didn't have a car, especially at Metro. There was times where I rode my youngest surrogate daughter's bike and I was living in OB, and I would ride her bike there.
He was doing the ticket run on his bike.
And the funny thing is, back in the day, because I had a skateboard, I'm like, I don't want to get a fucking car. But Len insisted because I had to start doing the flyer route.
Oh,
Because he was slowly pushing more and more things on me.
slash ticket run,
Yeah, but that was, I mean, we're talking like 90.
which we've talked about in the past.
Yeah.
That was a long freaking
God, that was
day.
a lot of fucking driving back then.
all the all the music traders.
Yeah.
We had to go to
Yeah.
every music trader and give them 100 tickets and drop off flyers.
The Escondido one really sucked going to.
Dude, they all sucked. We used to have to go to Coronado. I used to go
They
to
had one in Coronado?
Yep.
Oh, I didn't know that one in Coronado.
Yeah, I went to the Chula Vista one, and that Marcos from POD worked there.
Oh, the one on Broadway,
Yeah,
right by the Wiener Schnitzel. That's like burnt out right now.
yeah. He worked there for a while.
Yeah, I remember that one. Yeah.
I used to go in there and talk to him about shows when I was dropping off tickets and flyers. And
God, I think we can do this, man.
I think so.
Possible.
I think it'd be fun.
it's funny how we're doing this podcast to talk about John, and we're all talking about
And we're talking about the
shows
future of San Diego, bro.
because
Yeah.
we're all involved in some kind of music thing. So
Yeah, dude.
promoting.
I do love my band, and it's really fun, and I really needed an outlet. That's why we started up again. And it was mainly because our guitarist moved back from Texas. He was in Texas. And yeah, the stories he told me there trying to get into a band, it was horrible.
Oh, man.
Where was he in Texas?
He was in Austin. He was in a good town.
Well,
but-
yeah, Austin has tons of bands.
Yeah, he just couldn't make it happen. He's like, I just want to come back to San Diego. Let's start a band.
They probably don't have a ska scene. That's probably what it was.
No, they don't. Maybe they do. I don't know.
I don't think they do.
He came back, but it was good because I was mentally deranged. Yeah, it's like you need something to like.
Can you imagine?
Like center yourself.
I'm just thinking of this.
Yeah.
Can you imagine a country band that has horns?
I'm sure they're
like a ska country,
alt ska country,
twang,
Twang
with horns. How weird would that be?
God, you know what? It's crazy. I'm trying to get our band to play down in Mexico, but dude, for us as a ska band with horns, it is just magic over there.
Well,
like the shows we play down there.
Reach out to Los Kung Fu Monkeys. Yeah.
I remember those when they started out
ska band.
back. Yeah, we were talking to them like when they first started playing back in the 90s.
Yep.
But the problem it's not us getting shows down there. It's half of our band like, hell no, I ain't going to Mexico. No way. I'm like, dude, look, I have my wife we have in-laws in Mexico that will just basically come up, chauffeur us down there,
right,
play the show and bring us back. And still they're like, no, I don't want to do it. I'm like, God damn it.
It's all those.
God damn it.
These are people that went to Iguanas and had a really bad time. Because I still talk to people to this day. They'll bring up,
I never had a bad time there.
Well, I did. I think we talked about it in the podcast.
I mean,
there's
been issues there, and a lot of bands would play there. But of course, the place doesn't exist anymore. But
yeah. But there's still just
I never had any issues.
Fear
when I went there.
of Mexico.
But that was in the 90s. You didn't hear about cartels. You hear about people getting chopped up with chainsaws and all that crap. So.
But they're not up after you, man. They're just killing each other, actually.
Yeah, it's cartel versus cartel.
Yeah, it's not like they're going to just go, hey,
you're a ska band.
Look at that guy with the beard and the meat shirt on. Let's go hang him up on the bridge because I just don't like him. It's not that.
He's a singer of Cockroach.
Yeah. It's like, are you the singer of Cockroach too?
Yeah, because you guys...
Oh, let him go. Let him go.
Really, you guys could do like 3 days in Mexico throughout.
Yeah. Oh, God.
On a weekend.
Every time we played there, it was just
do a Friday,
awesome.
Saturday, and Sunday.
Yeah.
And get some tacos.
Hell yeah. That's what I want. I want the fish. We played in Ensenada. It was like a beach festival thing. And then we had an alt rock band playing before us. And it's like no one there. It's like beach. It was basically on the sand in front of the beach. And then we get on first 3 notes. All these people just fucking packed. We're like, holy crap.
Gotta like that.
And that's the thing. It's like, God. So yeah, I've been trying to get these guys motivated to go down there, but they're like, I don't know, man. What if we get killed? I'm like, who cares about you, dude? Who gives a fuck about you? Why are they going to want to kidnap you? We're all poor. They don't fucking care. So it's just like,
yeah, it's not.
It's fucking nuts.
It's not like when Fine Line was doing the shows at Iguanas and had to pay the federales every time they'd cross back over the border.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've heard some stories.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I've got, there's been some horrific shows there, but then, I mean, come on. But, you gotta take chances to be in a band these days.
Exactly.
I'm doing my band speech. So, you're going to have to.
He's on his soapbox right now.
But have you guys talked about doing anything like traveling anywhere to do any festivals, or is that?
Oh no, we're totally down for doing weekend stuff.
Yeah,
I mean, if it's like a weekend thing, like
Friday,
Saturday, Sunday, hell yeah. But we're not gonna go on tour and sleep on people's floors. Or even just going on tour. I don't know. I don't think we can function that way.
Well, it's like the the Bucko 9 shows got postponed because of John.
How's he doing, man?
I reached out to him probably a week ago, and he sounded like he was doing all right.
That's good.
But yeah, we're supposed to do that rescheduled shows that we're supposed to do in January in September. But looking at the gas prices, if they keep going up, I don't know if that's going to happen. Traveling in an RV.
Dude, the
Be crazy.
airline, it's expensive as hell right now to get a plane ticket.
because of fuel.
Yeah, my buddy has to fly his kids out from Indiana to here. It was $400 before all this stuff started happening. Now it's like a G.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And it's like, he's like, dude, it's crazy. So I don't even know. Yeah. Gas prices, airline.
Yeah,
Dude, it's really
And then
everything.
self-defense courses for on the plane.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm not going on a plane.
because everything takes fuel to ship, or deliveries, all that stuff. I don't know how Uber and Lyft and DoorDash, if those guys are even surviving now.
Yeah, I wonder.
Well, I do.
See those companies going out of business.
My wife and daughter had tried to order some food the other day. They're going to have it Uber Eats or whatever. And the total, if I remember correctly, was 40 or 60. So then
That was
my
before
wife's-
the food.
Yeah. Well, I think that was just a gas charge, but for
Yeah,
the
that's what I'm
whatever it
saying.
was.
Before the food.
And then my wife's just like, screw it. So they drove and went and got some food. And, her car's not like my truck, so it does really well on gas, but it's, everything's going to go up and up and up and up. And then when you have these bands that's what they do is they live in their van and they tour, you can't do that because you're not, especially when you're doing a smaller tour, you're hoping that you're going to get people at the show and you're hoping you're going to get paid. But if you don't, well, then,
Because not only that, if
Jackbox tacos
if the gas prices go up in September,
Mhm.
I could see ticket prices going up.
Oh,
as well.
definitely.
Yeah.
Everything's going to double because somewhere it has to compensate,
Right.
and that's going to kill the crowd. It's just going to kill everything.
Yeah.
You see it now. It's just like really. I mean, okay. I own an all electric car and one that's like a hybrid electric.
Yeah.
I probably buy like 10 gallons every 2 months. But still, I like see all the prices going up and fluctuating. I'm like, God, I don't know how these people. I see these guys in their big trucks, but
Me.
yeah, but it's funny to see the office dudes who think they're all cool with their big ass lifted.
Oh, I
trucks,
know.
and you're like, oh damn, bro,
They got the
that's
$250s,
$6 just for you
$350s.
to get from here to like down the street,
Down
And
to the
it's
next
like,
stop sign.
Yeah, exactly, and you're like, damn,
Yep.
it's like hurting. And then they're getting all their they're getting raises and stuff, but the inflation is it's almost like
it's not
you're
catching up.
you're not. I don't know. Are you making out or you're not? It's the same.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And the
Getting by is what it is.
But yeah, like go to the grocery store. You look at
My
these
gas
prices.
bill for me a month
Yeah,
is going to be upwards of $700.
Jesus.
To come down here to do this podcast, it cost me $200 just in gas alone. So
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I go
yeah, my
through about-
Rav went from $35 to fill my tank up to $75.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I used to be able to get away with. Well, my routes expanded a little bit too. So, and I was working 7 days a week for a while, and that was I've been doing that for months because I had the work and because of just other things, But now, the more that I drive, it's costing me so much more that I have to work a day just to pay for the gas for the week.
Jesus Christ.
So I'm balancing everything. So it's good. So I can start concentrating on, the red rum skates and doing all that. But
then you got to raise your rates too.
I'm slowly doing that. I've had to, I'm repricing for new accounts, but people that I've been working for 3-4 years, I'm slowly explaining, hey, it's costing me more just to survive. And, it's just part of life. So if you're in a band, you're thinking about touring, you're going, instead of worrying about the things you should be worried about, like, is our set list? Do we have enough merch? Writing maybe a new song or two, promoting, how you're going to promote. You're going, okay, well, we can't afford to do this unless we get an electric van and we don't have.
There's no such thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Electric RV.
And then, it just,
Get you you drive for half an hour, then you have to charge it for 5 hours. Yes.
yeah.
I don't know. I feel for these bands that are touring. It's like, man, it's a lot of. I mean, God, when you know, like a small band touring, you're lucky if you're going to make $100 on a show. Like,
So that's where's the food? No hotel.
yeah, and
no
now your
gas.
gas
That all
is
goes
gone.
to gas. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that probably might be not enough.
No.
At $100, that's maybe if you have a big truck.
Because when we used to do shows and we had bands that, you know, were smaller from out of town, there was times I paid them out of my own pocket to help them out with gas.
Yeah, it's and now it's even worse.
I did that with the Papa Roach back in the day because I was the first one to book them in San Diego.
Oh, really?
And,
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
they're coming from Vacaville, and they're like, nobody knew who they were, so they weren't making any money, but they wanted a show in San Diego. I said, all right, I can't promise you any kind of big money. So out of my own pocket, I think I gave them $40 for gas.
Because you think about it, in the 90s, gas was like $1.
Yeah, it was cheap.
Now, fast forward now, $6.
Yeah.
But then you're still making the same amount of money
Yeah,
back
exactly.
then than you are right now.
Yep.
It's like going, damn. I mean, yeah, back then, yeah, you can go play a show for $100. Oh, great. I can pay for gas.
That's why I laugh
a
when
little bit of food.
they always say, "Hey, we're gonna raise minimum wage." You raise minimum wage, it's still the minimum wage. It doesn't.
Yeah.
Nothing changes. Everything else goes up.
Just the inflation catches
I'm
up
getting
to it
paid
and
more,
you're-
but I still can't. I still have the
Buy
same.
Or do you
Yeah, I
get,
can't buy anything.
then you get your hours cut.
Yeah,
It's like, we're going to pay you more an hour, but we're going to take off 5 hours a week.
Or you're gonna lose your job because we're automating everything.
Right. I mean, my daughter's in that place now. She's, going to be turning 22. So she's learning it, the hard way about, finances and all that. And,
But that's
becoming
that's growing up.
So, yeah, Grant, she's doing really well at it, but it's, when you're, because, I'm independent contractor, so I'm fine. I choose to work 7 days of work and how hard. But, when you're limited to your resources, you got to think about a lot more things. But coming full circle on that too, it makes it even better for festivals to get bigger and expand. Because then you could bring in bands and you just worry about one really good event. You put all your money into merch, and then the rest of the money that you have, you put into gas to be able to get there. But that's, when we're talking about doing this event, the bigger that we can make it and the more prominent and the more people that are doing those, then maybe, bands don't have to tour as much. But as far as locally, we need to have something centralized. That's when we've been looking for things to do. It's all about finding something central local for people to get to. And then a way to promote it. Because again, if there's nothing promoting you and there's no way to promote your music, then,
Well, it's social media.
and what's...
Well, see, look at the pages we both have. I mean, you guys have way more followers. But the thing is, they're like dedicated followers. So that's the thing is, your marketing's like...
What would on your page? What are you at right now?
We're just like at 500.
Oh, so we're about. You guys are just half of us.
Yeah. So, but think about it, you're reaching 1,500 people that are interested in what you're doing, So take that. Maybe we get 300-400 of them actually go to the show out of the 1,500.
Because I promoted the Pivot show on the Facebook page.
Yeah, I
That's
bet you a lot of people.
That's a total Soma reunion right there.
Oh yeah.
So,
But yeah, definitely. This could be a fun, cool event, man. I mean,
got to do it.
Yeah.
you guys,
Absolutely.
all the pieces are there, and if we can find that lawyer,
Yeah. Well, that's
sure they're out there that used to.
That's the thing. There's people that are in the places to help push things along because, with permitting, when it has to deal with the city, it takes a while. But if you find the people in the places that have the capability to help push things along, then these things that we're worried about, gas prices, inflation, blah, 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 that's just, if we're just worrying about putting together the right show and we utilize the people and their skills in the community to make it happen, then it's not just a one-off show. We could start, pushing them out on a more regular basis.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we'll see what the hype is.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then see that, like we were talking about before, it's like, it's more of it's not only about the music, it's about the community.
Right.
And they'll go, you're going to have people see, that's the thing. It's like, yeah, Jeremy, I'll catch you at the next show, man. This is fucking awesome. I think they're going to throw another one, so I'll see you at that next show.
Exactly.
Even if they're our age, and if they had a fun time, like, fuck yeah, I'm going to go back. That was
not only that, if we're doing a show with these older bands and then the younger kids are coming out and then they're like, hey, we got our band.
I would love to mix in some of these new.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to do with
creating
the whole
scene.
Ska Punk Live is
Creating
like basically, get the old bands like us and throw in 2 local new kid bands that are actually really good and are bringing people. See that hopefully, and that
how it crosses over.
Spark something.
Yep.
And then so I'm hopefully everything goes right. I can get in a few shows and then hopefully something sparks off and then we can like translate it into like growing centralized, thing. Yeah. And then doing the Soma, the Metro, San Diego Metro thing, downtown Metro thing. Yeah, it'd be great. Then you guys should definitely go scout out the punk bands that are like up and coming in San Diego only. Cause there's a ton of them, man. I mean, just find the ones that, I guess you just got to be like a social media investigator. So you just got to go and check these pages out, look at their following,
that and
watch, look at their videos,
go to shows.
Yeah.
Go to shows going on.
Yeah. That's the hard part for me is to be able to go to shows. But see, I've already started this because I know, 8 o'clock, I'm asleep. It sounded like my dog over there snoring. But there's a couple of promoters, local promoters, and the South Bay has an amazing scene. Yeah. So there's a couple. God, I feel bad that I don't remember the names, but there's a couple kids that are promoting. I have reached out and done some research. I'm not really big on the social media because, especially, I get to the point where I just don't want to be on it. I'm just frustrated and whatever. But there's kids out there that are much better at it, and again, that's using the community so that it's not just one person focusing on things. I've been introduced to some bands. We've worked with some bands. So they're out there. It's a matter of getting them organized and focused in and having something as, a goal is what I'm looking for. Once we have that goal, like, okay, we are going to be doing this, then, utilizing the community, we can start figuring out and start not generalizing, but basically getting everything focused in on the one show, and we build it from there. And then we do an event and then start getting credibility, and then people are like, okay, they aren't just full of shit. They're not just blowing hot air. They're actually doing something. It has to grow organically.
Yeah, I say like do it like I said, Queen Bee's, different venues, but brand your show line. Kind of like SRH. Remember back in the day, those guys?
Yeah, clothing line.
Yeah, like clothing line, but they would like do it all at different clubs, but it was all SRH.
Yeah.
But then it's the same as Soma, because then they're like going, you can do that, and they'll go, Downtown Metro. Oh, another Downtown Metro show. It's going to be at Queen Bee's. Oh, no, it's going to be at the Razzle House. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's cool. Oh, my God. They're going to do a fucking festival, a big festival.
Yeah.
We should go down. It's mainly like you got to get that logo, and they have to see that logo all the time.
You got to get the hype.
It's the hype. It's the logo, the looking at it, and then running the good shows. And that's how you're going to build it. And then people are like, oh, it's just like Soma. And then when you get to that point, maybe someone will come around. Someone from the night will, hey man, I got like a warehouse I don't even use, and we can't rent it out. Why don't you guys do Downtown Metro at here? You can have this as your base camp, but then maybe just build the name.
Oh yeah.
You don't need a fucking club at first because you're going to burn money trying to set that club up. Use the other club. Build your fucking
the brand,
the product.
Yeah.
And then
gain the credibility.
When you get the credibility up to a point where you're bringing in like 300, 400, 500 kids, then maybe you can think about, maybe I should get a place.
Yep.
Because now I know I'm going to bring these people in.
Because we'll be doing it the old school way. Whereas SD isn't doing that anymore with Live Nation. So they're not doing local bands anymore.
Yeah, I know. It's sad. They should be always doing some kind of local show.
Well, it's the formula that worked.
Oh, I
it's
know.
what gave credibility to the
That's the whole
brand.
reason, I got involved in the beginning was to bring it back because of that. And it just went out the window. Of course, money, it's all about money. So
Yeah. But I think that's what I'm trying to do with Ska Punk Live. We're experimenting with shows all the time, but we're doing the videos and stuff, and then we're putting it out there. But yeah, it takes time. But then I think now I'm more focused, I guess. I'm trying to focus on that all ages thing. But definitely. So we can do Downtown Metro, Ska Punk Live presents.
Yep.
Yeah.
We have two labels going at the same time.
Yep.
Again, it's
And then we come
gaining
together,
credibility.
and maybe when you get the venue, like, oh man, now we're going to do, it'll be like a joint venue if I haven't money to get in on it. But then, but that's the thing. It's if we can, because I don't think there's really a promoter out there that has that kind of,
No, because
that feel of that promoter feel.
I think the promoters now are basically bar people. They just want to sell alcohol.
Yeah.
They don't really care about. I don't think they care about the scene.
No, they don't. They just want to sell beer.
Yeah,
and like drinks and get people in the door.
I was gonna ask you for the documentary. Are you gonna do like a GoFundMe on that to
You know what?
put it together, or
it's weird. I've seen a lot of people with the GoFundMe for just stuff. I don't want to do that. I can do. See, I'm doing it all on my own. I don't want to have to say, hey, give me money to make a documentary.
Right.
I'm like, dude, I'm going to put it out, and then I'll put it out for sale. And if you want to buy it, you can buy it. But I'm not going to take your money to go.
Because there's a bunch of big bands that actually, hey, we're putting my cousin's band put out a documentary on the band, and they did it through GoFundMe, and they basically sent out copies to anybody that funded it, and had it autographed, and it worked. I mean, it definitely funded the documentary. It took a while to come out, but
oh yeah. Well, I'm doing it all in house, so it's I don't need funding for it because I have all the equipment that I need to do it with, and then as far as editing and everything, my wife went to NYU for film, so she's hardcore. So everything's indoors, everything, and
you're hooked up.
We're hooked up. So it's for me, I'll probably maybe we'll do a GoFundMe. We'll have a huge party when we release the thing.
Yeah.
And we'll do a GoFundMe. Maybe we could do a Metro, Downtown Metro / Ska Punk Live release of the documentary, and then we'll have a big concert thing or whatever just to release it.
Yeah.
So for me, it's not really, it's more of a labor of I just want to do it.
So now we know who's going to make
money.
the Union or the Soma Live documentary. It'll be John.
But
because we've talked about.
Yeah,
that
it's
as
just I think it's more. I'm doing it out of, I just want to document that time when when I was in the scene, and I'm not in for it for the money, because I've seen some document. Not even in music, but there's this one guy, he took all this money for a paintball documentary. I think he raised $40,000 and he never put it out.
Well, so he just scammed them.
Yeah, he scammed people. And I just God, it's so fucked up, man.
It is.
And for me, I'm like, dude, I'm ain't going to do, you know what? I'm going to release a product. And if they want to buy it, that's cool. If they don't, but I don't want to I have a really guilty conscience. So I don't want to scam anyone out of anything. And heavens forbid what maybe one of my hard drives fail and I lose everything. Then what the fuck, It's
because how many hours do you have in that now?
Jesus, I don't know.
Just the interviews alone.
Yeah, interview alone, probably. Shit, man. I don't know,
a couple hundred,
50 hours of just 50, footage.
For some reason,
we did
I thought
3
you had
hours.
Or maybe, I don't know. I don't really know. Probably more.
Yeah,
but
I think you probably have more.
For me, just getting out there, yeah, way more. Maybe 300 hours of just traveling and talking to people and setting up and video talking to people and stuff. But yeah, it's it's more of a labor of love, and I just want to just put it out there because I kind of owe it to San Diego, man. Is
there anybody else that you need to get on there that maybe we can reach out to? Or
I would love to get Len from Soma on there. I did reach out. I talked to his wife. It was Erin, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I talked to her, and she's like, okay, I'll talk to Len, and I'll get back to you. And then and then I talked to her again, and she's like, oh, yeah, he's thinking about it, but I'll get back to you. I'm like, oh, that's cool. That's fine.
He's using her as a buffer.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to get, actually, I want to get, I have to try and find that Ezot guy. Remember him?
Showcase.
Theater?
Showcase.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to try and did you see their documentary on the Showcase Theater?
No.
I haven't seen it yet, but they did one on the Corona one.
Wow. Yeah, we need to do one.
I got to see
that got closed down because a murder happened there.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
You serious?
Yeah. Oh yeah. It was a skinhead thing.
Oh.
No way.
Yeah.
What year was that?
Oh, I can't even remember. It's been a while.
Wow. Man. Oh, you're out of time.
So we actually avoided that bullet then by having, because the skins down and when we were in downtown at Union, that scene got pretty gnarly a few times. Well, remember there's the Vandals at was it the Palisades? So if Showcase and basically the Casbah scene have their documentaries, you're doing the ska one, so that brings in Soma. We're doing the podcast. It's inevitable that we end up doing some shows. And then we'll just keep pushing from there. But in the meantime, John, we're going to wrap up. Wow. We have barely even touched face of the whole history of the band. But it has been.
It's okay. We're still playing.
We're all
Brilliant.
talking business here.
So I just got to say is I still believe in San Diego.
Oh, yeah.
I think we
Absolutely.
can make something happen. And I believe in the band, and I'm just having fun. It's a fun time.
I'm totally with you. We've talked about this for a while. And since, with the Facebook pages and everything, this is why we're doing it.
Yeah.
I mean, this is great.
Looking forward to the documentary coming out.
Oh, yeah.
I know it's going to take some work.
That actually, just saying that gives me chills.
Because I mean, as you saw on your post on Facebook, people were like, "When's it coming out?"
Yeah, so you have to go, and we'll put the link, and when we because this will probably be out.
We'll do joint promotion.
Couple 3 months. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So we're gonna start publishing. I'm figuring sooner than later. So we'll definitely put the link in there, and we'll just keep promoting, and we'll make shit happen.
All right, man.
John?
Well, hey, thank you guys for having me on. And
G-Spot and Beta 7.
G-Spot, Beta 7, Scoutfuck Live, San Diego.
Go find it on Facebook.
90s
support.
and 90s ska documentary.
Whatever happened to that ska band?
Yeah, whatever. That's what it was. I mean, I think we're going to still use that title.
I think you should.
I think so.
Yeah. You're the best, John.
Wait, no, you guys are.
We can sit here for another 5 minutes and tell each other how great we are. All right. Thanks for coming in, John.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you, guys.
This podcast was recorded at Red Rum Skates. Mixed by me, Jer. Music provided by Breakacre. We appreciate all our listeners and our guests. Please stay tuned until the next one. Have a great one.